Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is definitely something special because I'm going to be comparing all three of the new wireless Skullcandy headphones. And the reason that's special is the very first review I ever did on this channel was the Skullcandy HESH 2 wireless. Now, I'll start with these. I'm not going to go into grave detail just so that you can get an idea of kind of the pros and cons of each and which ones I recommend more than the other. And they do kind of depend on what it is you're looking for because some are completely different than the others. Now, to start off with the HESH 2, build quality, these things are as durable as it gets. These are made to just really be thrown in a bag. They actually do come with a pouch and they come with a headphone cable because you're able to use it if the battery dies, and it also comes with the charging cable. Now on the newer model, the charging port is on the bottom of the left ear cup, as to where when it first came out, it was in this little wedge up here. It was such an awful design because it was really hard to get to and really hard to charge. But build quality on this, most of it is rubber, which again, this is good for durability. It is an over-the-ear headphone and it has a leather-ish material on the ear pads. Again, these are a great headset. They retail, now I'm going to go strictly off the retail price. These retail for $99.99. So this is the most expensive out of the three I'm going to show you. Sound wise, these are really clean. They do have bass when they want to, but I think they focused more on getting a clear sound to come through. And I think they accomplished that very well. Oh, also your controls, your power button is on the bottom, and your controls again are on the right side, but everything is on the back. So when you have them on your head, you do all of your controls right here in the back. Okay, so now we're on to the Grind wireless. Now this is actually the wired model because my wireless model is at work, but again, this is pretty much built the same, so I can give you a brief rundown. The charging port is on the bottom. These also come with a headphone cable, so you're able to use them if you don't want to use them wirelessly. The leather headband and the sleek black look, which all three of these are the black models, so you kind of get an idea. These are accentuated with the Skullcandy logo in silver. The ear pads on these are on ear, but it is very soft. Like as soon as you put them on, they form perfectly to your ears. Now the Grind wireless probably leaks the most sound out of all three. So if you're in a environment listening to music most of the time and you don't want people to hear everything that you're listening to, this out of the three would be the one that I recommend the least for that. But as far as the build quality, again, there's a metal band that runs through. They're so lightweight that this padding on the top that they don't have a whole lot of padding. It's not necessary because they're that lightweight. The sound on these are incredible. This has more bass than the HESH 2, and I think that it kept the clarity of the HESH 2. So think of these as having the same sound as the HESH, but amped up in the bass department, and it gives it more of a lively sound. So far out of the three, I definitely recommend the Grind wireless sound-wise over the HESH 2. But again, sound is subjective to anyone and everybody has their own taste, so even what I recommend may be completely different than what it is you're looking for. But overall, these retail for $89, I believe. You can find them on sale for about $79 most of the time. And again, for a Bluetooth headset, it's an incredible deal. Battery life on the HESH 2, I did forget to mention, I believe is 16 hours. On the Grind, I believe they're 10 hours. Okay, now this is the little guy. This is the Uproar Wireless. Now, out of the three, looks-wise, this is in last. It looks like a toy. It's very plastic. Even the inside, everything is plastic about these. Now, these do not give you the option to plug in a headphone cable. So at the bottom, all you have is your micro USB port, and your controls for the Bluetooth are on the back. Now, battery life, I believe these get somewhere between 8 to 10 hours, which is very, very good. Plastic build quality, but again, these things feel so lightweight. They retail for $50, so this is the most inexpensive headset out of the three. Ear cup wise, they're kind of like the Grind as far as the leather flat material, but these are smaller. So, they actually sit directly on your ear, but again, they're so soft. I never notice any discomfort with these headphones. I could wear them for a long time, and because they're so lightweight and inexpensive, these are the ones you forget are on your head. Now, as far as the sound on the Uproar Wireless, out of the three, this one may be my favorite. It's very close with the Grind Wireless because out of the three, believe it or not, these little guys have the most bass out of them all. Now, it doesn't have the clarity of the HESH 2 or the Grind, but it's extremely close. It's more of a warm sound signature compared to the other three. So it kind of depends on what it is you're looking for. If you like something that's just so clear and you don't care so much about bass, I would say the HESH 2. But if you like clarity and you like a little more oomph in the bass department, I recommend the Grind. Now, if you just like bass and treble and mids and all aren't as important, but they're still there. I'm not trying to say that it's taken a back seat. I would recommend the Uproar Wireless. But all I can say is Skullcandy is knocking it out of the park. And with the future release of the Crusher Wireless, which I am so excited about, they keep on the upside. I mean, these are the black models. Obviously, Skullcandy offers so many different colors. They're one of my favorite headphone companies. I know as far as audiophiles, they don't get the best reputation. But again, I think that's because a lot of people are comparing them to the products when they first came out, when it was all bass and all just looks and not really much in the sound department. They've done such an incredible job. So again, out of the three, clarity, you're gonna go HESH. You want extremely good bass and not necessarily the strongest in highs and mids, go with the Uproar. Now, if you really like bass, but you really like the clarity of the sound, you go with the Grind. You cannot go wrong with any of these. They're so well built, they're so durable. Again, the Uproar being all plastics, probably your most fragile out of the three. Battery life, you're getting about the same. The HESH is the one that has the longer battery life, I believe, out of the three. Mic quality, as far as phone calls, all three of them to me sounded the same, and they were extremely clear. People on the other end said that I sounded really clear. It sounded as just if I was talking in the phone. So anyway, this video was specifically made because of all the questions I get, and I can say that if you really want to know which one's the better one, go back to this video. All right, guys, this was quick, not as detailed, and I will leave links to the other videos if you want to see the more detailed review of the headphones. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys for checking out all the other videos, and as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.